A good Erev Shabbos Kodesh, Parshas, Tazria Metzora, or Acharei Kedoshim, depending where you are, who you are. So 4 Parshas, what to choose from. So I'll try to make something, a little bit of a thought that literally combines it all. Parshas Tazria, we spoke about it a little bit last week. Parshas Tazria discusses halachas of what happens when child's born, certain halachas, and the halachas of Nida right at the beginning. And then from there through Parshas Metzora, we discuss all the halachas of tzaras, whether it's on a person or it's on a bias. The halachas of how a kohen is the one who's going to decide whether it's tamei or not, whether the person has to leave. Going from the tzaras, we learn Acharei Mois Shnei Bnei Aaron. After Aaron's children are nifter. From there, the Torah takes a dive in the halachas of Yom Kippur to the inyanim of Arayis and Kedoshim Tiyu. We need to be holy, ki Kedoshani. That's really the setup, the layout of these parshas. Now, if we'll take it back one parsha, Parshas Shmini. In Parshas Shmini, we discuss the Misas B'nei Aaron, the death of the children of Aaron. And there's many understandings in exactly what happened, but we're not going to go into it, because what the Torah is telling us is that you can have the Misas B'nei Aaron, something so huge, and you can have the whole din of the Metzora. And what causes the tzaras? The Torah didn't really discuss that, but what causes the tzaras is a lashon hara, the talking bad, the evil talk. The one of the reasons that people get tzaras is from using their tongue, using their intellect improperly to discuss other people in a bad way. And that's what leads to the tzaras, to the Metzora. The Tazria, there's a seed, there's a machshava of kuku. It's planted in a person's brain, which leads to lashon hara, which leads to the Metzora, to the tzaras. Says the Torah, Acharei Mois Shnei Bnei Aaron, afterwards, l'maisa, after all is said and done, whatever diburim there were, there's a Yom Kippur, Rabbi say. There's a time when Hashem comes and says, Titaru, you're mitayr. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives us a mahalach that we can be mitayr ourselves, to purify ourselves, no matter what we've done. So again, there was Misas B'nei Aaron, they did it, whatever they did. We can't talk about them because that becomes a tzaras, but we need to know that there was a Yom Kippur, that when a person does do an Aveira, whatever it is, that he could get out of it. There is a purification process. And the Torah tells us that, what's the teichacha? Is there a teichacha on Aaron? How come you weren't mechanech your children properly? No one ever told him not to go in the Kodesh HaKadoshim, to tell his children not to go in the Kodesh HaKadoshim. But the Torah now says, okay, Aaron, here's for the future. Your children made a mistake, maybe. But for the future, Hashem says to Moshe, tell Aaron, don't go into the Kodesh HaKadoshim. We don't go there, stam. How should you go in? Okay, so here's an avodah of Yom Kippur, how to get in. There's a way in which we correct people. People make mistakes. There's a Yom Kippur. We can be mitar. How? Okay, so this is the way, the kosher way to do it. There's a kosher way to do it, to go into the Kodesh HaKadoshim, to bring karbanos there. And this is how to do it. And not only is there a way to do it in the kosher way, it's mechaper on the other things wrong. Not only that. And now we move on. This we don't do. And what do we do? Kedoshim to you. We do an active be holy. We have to be Kaddish. Ki Kaddish Ani. Because the Rebbeinu Shalom is Kaddish. What on earth does that mean? Kedoshim tiyu ki Kaddish Ani. So, to understand this, we have to understand the connection Klal Yisrael has with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And in this week's Parsha, in Kedoshim, or in Parshas Tazria, Hashem is giving us matanos called children. Ultimate love HaKadosh Baruch Hu has for us, giving us these children. On the flip side, in Parshas Kedoshim, we're discussing all the things Hashem gives us. Eretz Yisrael. Hashem gives us Eretz Yisrael. What a gift, what a matana. Hashem discusses it again. We're giving the Eretz Yisrael. Kedoshim tiyu ki Kaddish Ani. Because with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, what we have, what we strive for is a relationship. To have a connection with Hashem in the form of a relationship. And if it's a relationship, we need to have some common ground. Kaviyachal with Hashem. Now, obviously, we're human beings. And we make mistakes. And we're not going to be on that high plateau. Of course not. No, we don't even touch it. We can't even put ourselves in the same sentence. But says HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Kedoshim to you, you have to be Kaddish. You have to strive for purity. You have to strive for Kedusha. You have to strive to be better. Why Ki Kaddish Ani? Because to have a relationship with me, we have to have something in common. That something in common is Kedusha. It has to be a holy relationship. Because with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we can't have a relationship that's not Kaddish. And of course we end off in Parshas Kedoshim that says the Pasuk V'oima Lachem. Hashem says to us, V'lo yiselchu v'chukas hagoy. Says in the end of Kedoshim, don't go in the ways of the Goyim. Asher ani mishaleach mifneichem, the Goyim that I sent in front of you. Ki es kol eile asu v'okitzbam. They all did all these averos that were mentioned in the Parsha. And I'm not disgusted by it. V'oima lochem, and I'm telling you, says Hashem, atem tirshu es admaschem. You're going to inherit your land. V'ani etneno lochem, I'm giving it to you. Lo reshes so you can live there. Eretz zovas cholav u'devash, the land flowing with milk and honey. Ani Hashem Elokeichem, I am Hashem your God, asher yivdalti eschem min ha'amim. I made you separated and exalted from the other nations. V'hivdalti min bein ha'behema ha'tahira latameya. And we separated from the behemoth that's tar and the behemoth that's tummy, and the if that's tummy to the one that's tar. And don't make your life disgusting, like an animal or a bird, because I made you holy. V'yisem li Kedoshim. Again, be holy. Ki kadosh ani Hashem, because I am holy. V'avdil eschem min ha'amim. Why? It's not the same pasuk as the beginning of the Parsha. V'avdil eschem min ha'amim. I separated you from the other nations that do other things. They do tamei. I'm making you holy. I'm separating you. Lios li. So that you can be mine. So I can have a relationship with you. Because I want to be close to you. I want to understand you. And I want to be there for you. That's what HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells us in Kedoshim to you. So again, we might think all these things. Chait, someone did an Aveira, Mrs. B'nai Aaron, they did Aveiras, they went in, they went out with a permission, blah, blah, blah. That ends up with a tzaras. We end up getting punished for talking that way about people. Says HaKadosh Baruch Hu, okay, they did an Aveira, we're going to teach you how to do it. First thing is, we don't just go in there. There's an avodah of how to do it, and that's the avodah of Yom Kippur. Now it happens to be Yom Kippur tells you could be mechaper on it. There's a kapara for whatever that avera was. And besides forgetting the kapara, moving forward, Kedoshim to you, be holy. Ki kadosh ani, because I'm holy. Ki kadosh v'yisem li. I separated you from the other nations, li, to be mine. I'm giving you Eretz Yisrael because I love you. But don't be like the Goyim. Be holy, because I want a relationship with you. Have a Heilig Gezisa Shabbos. As always, any questions, comments, or feedback, you can leave in the comment section below.